It's 3 to 4 feet taller than reality. Its ropes are red, white, and blue. Its platform is blank stretched canvas. They say it's built for a man. There's room for my competitors and I. There's corners and centers, punches and knockouts, blood, sweat, and tears. Entrepreneurship is a boxing match. But we, the women, know how to stay light on our feet. We slide past insecurity. We shuffle through sexual harassment, me too. We duck, then jab, then land, and suddenly, the predefined role of woman calls our name. Wife, mother, feminist, auntie, babysitter, nasty woman, pow. Right in the kisser. I fall. Face against platform, I heard my ego crack when I realized that my male competitor has more mirrors in his dressing room. You're a woman. This is not your place. The referee counts down. You don't belong here. VCs fund people who look like them, and I don't look like them. I didn't learn how to box in school. My parents are not boxers or coaches. My life is just a corner. 8, 7, 6, I breathe. This game is rigged, but fuck that. I'm the only species on earth that can bleed for a month and not die. I am badass. Even if I bow out and get a corporate job, I would still make less than the man who would scrape my remains from this platform. 5, 4, 3, get up, girl. Pin a Nike commercial to your memory. Remember that you don't get in where you fit in. You fit in until you get in, because fitting in is about character and getting in is about access. You're already in the match. Get up. Bite the hand that feeds you, boy. Burn the bridges you never want to cross again. You got this. Slide, duck, jab, land, and remember that you know how to stay light on your feet.
Welcome to the Black Girl Ventures Pitch Competition. I am Shonda Lambert, the Chief Operating Officer of Black Girl Ventures, and you are watching BGV and AFRO SHEEN's Pitch Competition. It is the largest pitch competition for Black and brown women founders, combining the premise of Shark Tank Kickstarter to give you an opportunity to be part of an entrepreneur's journey. The idea for BGV Pitch actually comes from Black history. In the early 1900s, during the Great Migration, white landowners raised the rent, and Black people threw what's called a rent party, where admission fees help people stay in their homes. These were just not your ordinary parties. You have people like Langston Hughes, Fats Waller, and Duke Ellington helping with these events. Now here we are, our ancestors' wildest dreams, providing access to capital through engaging community. You will watch 8 awesome women pitch their businesses to our amazing set of champions. Each participant gets 3 minutes to pitch. These champions do not determine the winner. You are the power. You will vote for the pitch competition you favor. And also participants win a mix of capital from you, the audience, capital from our amazing sponsor, AFRO SHEEN, and the BGV Startup Package, which includes access to an accountant, business coaching, Salesforce Essentials, Google Cloud Credits, HubSpot for startups, and more. So sit back, enjoy the ride. Don't forget to share on social media. It's about to go down.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jasmine Ford, and I am the marketing manager of AFRO SHEEN. So if you are not familiar with AFRO SHEEN was a brand that launched in the late 60s by George and Joan Johnson. This was an iconic hair care brand that truly paved the way for ethnic hair care beauty as we know it today. The original mission and vision of AFRO SHEEN was all about instilling that sense of love, pride, unity, and purpose within the community. And today, in 2021, we aim to stay true to the vision and mission of George Johnson. This is why we have partnered with Black Girl Ventures, as we truly admire the work that they were doing to truly propel Black and brown women forward with their business ventures. And so we wanted to find a way to partner and give back. We are thrilled to present the first of its kind hair care pitch competition with Black Girl Ventures. And we are very excited to hear from the founders today. This year, we rolled out our brand new I Do What I Do campaign. I Do What I Do is truly an ode to the culture creators, trendsetters, and innovators of today. Women just like you. So you're going to see a clip of that later, but we are so excited to hear your pitch today. Good luck. Thank you.
Froed out, blowed out, braided up, or twisted out. Afro SHEEN is for change makers, trendsetters, and culture creators. Our products give hold, hydration, definition, and shine for next level naturals. Enhance and define with the perfect definition duo, texture setting cream gel, and crown defining curl cream for deep hydration and extreme slip. And for beards, nourish and butter up with our 3-in-1 nourishing oil and lush fro butter. You follow your own wave, create your own twist, and define your own edge. It's your style, and nobody does it like you. Afro SHEEN, available at Walmart or Sally Beauty Supply near you.
Hi, I am Tania Golston, the founder and CEO of Beauty Boss Collective. I am an industry veteran in the multicultural beauty space, and I have spent the majority of my career leading product innovation as well as marketing for leading global beauty brands. I am a beauty junkie. And I absolutely love this industry. And I am passionate about business, about entrepreneurs, and just making sure that I empower and inspire as well as educate aspiring beauty entrepreneurs as well as professionals looking to get into this space. A fun fact about me is that I will share, I am actually a licensed cosmetologist, which is something that is a little rogue because I decided to get my cosmetology license in the middle of getting my MBA at Florida A&M University. And for a brief moment, I think that everyone thought I was absolutely nuts and crazy. But given my career and everything that I've accomplished, I think it worked out pretty well for me.
Hi, everyone. I am Kendria Strong, Head of Marketing and Innovation for Afro SHEEN and Goodrich Consumer Goods. I started my career in ethnic beauty roughly, I would say 8 years ago. It's been an inspiring journey so far. I look forward to working with wonderful women inside of my organization and also my peers and connecting in the industry. A fun fact about me is that I actually, in grad school, started my own hair extensions company, and I used that investment to pay my way through grad school. And so I was a part-time student. I also was working full-time, and I also was managing my own company. So I look forward to the pitches. I understand the investment and time that it takes to actually make your dreams come true.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kiana Thompson, and I am the Omni Textured Hair Care buyer for Walmart. So for those of you who aren't familiar with that means, essentially it means that I buy product and determine what products go in what stores at any given Walmart throughout the country. We have about 4,500 stores where we trade or sell textured hair products. And so it's my job to both find new brands and help build brands within the set so that they can become, strong brands at Walmart. So I'm really excited to hear what everyone has to say today. I've been a big part of large projects at Walmart, specifically about supporting small and Black-owned brands. So really excited to hear the pitch today. And then a fun fact about me is that I actually love to do protective styles in my spare time. So I do it both for myself and my friends. And so, yeah.
To vote, visit Razorfy.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping Donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there's a $5 minimum for your vote to count. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
Hi, I'm Tanya Fairley, creator and founder of Strands Unlimited Hydro Curls line. As a multiple salon owner, certified trichologist, and stylist and curly girl myself, I saw a need to produce a product that would nourish, hydrate, moisturize, and feed the scalp all in one. Many texture products on the market contain harsh chemicals and were not sensitive to common allergies, and they performed poorly. So Hydro Curls was created for the textured hair and for scalp sensitivities. With watercress oil and amla powder being our secret weapons, the watercress oil is considered a top superfood for hair, which contains more vitamin C than oranges, E, broccoli, calcium, and more calcium than milk. Our amla powder is known for dandruff and also prevents hair loss, aids to prevent premature graying. With these products, our clients are in love. They have been tested on over 100 clients before we brought them to market. As you know, the global hair care market back in 2019 was about almost a $90 billion industry. We wanted to make sure that we were able to be a part of this shift. And so what we found was that many clients were shifting to natural, and they were seeking products that were not animal derived, so they were vegan friendly. They wanted to make sure that they were fragrance-free and gluten-free. What we found was, being in this competitive landscape, that Strands, the Hydro Curls brand, fell in a target market where not only were we natural and vegan, but we're Black-owned, created by textured hair specialists with 30 years in the industry. Since our launch, we've been featured in Vogue magazine twice for Best Natural Hair Care Product. We've got a mention in Black Enterprise magazine, and our clients are constantly giving us feedback and love to show that they like our product. We launched in November 2019, but our website launched in April 2020. Since our launch, we are now in 4 beauty salons, and we have 8 beauty supplies that are carrying our products. Strands Unlimited is trademarked, so it belongs to us. We have 0 company debt, and we are 100% self-funded. We definitely are in a good place with our marketing margins. We are at 70% overall on our 8-ounce bottles, and our return of investment on our 32 ounces is about 48%. We've hit our projections for 2020, which were only 27,000, but we are shooting for 125,000 with the help of grants. We are currently online in beauty supply stores, and our funding requirements will help us get to the next level with sales and marketing, team expansion, more product development. I am Tanya Fairley, your founder. I have 30 years in the industry, self-made entrepreneur, multiple salons, hair care expert, and I enjoy what I do. Thank you so much for your time.
Well, thank you so much, Tanya. It was a wonderful presentation. Thank you for putting it together for us. Our champions are here definitely to answer and ask questions. So Tania, we're gonna start it off with you.
So Tanya, I wanted to hear, I know you had it in the slide, but those pictures are so fast. I just wanted to hear from you, what you plan to do with your investment. How will you utilize it to fuel your growth?
The biggest thing right now is social media marketing and being able to expand with building our community. Our base community right now is really through hair salons and stylists. And so if we can, with the investment, we will definitely be able to hit and make our marketing campaign way bigger than where we are right now. We're 100% self-funded. So that means I work and work and work and fun. And so all the extra help is definitely looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Tanya, congratulations. The business looks wonderful. My question is about an amazing job that you guys are doing around distribution and fulfillment. Currently, what percentage of your business is online versus through distributors, and how do you currently fulfill your orders or actually package your orders?
Well, the first part of your question, we are currently in, we do 64% of our business online, and the other 36% comes directly from either my beauty salon or the beauty supply. We are currently in 8 beauty supplies, but the salons are our biggest source of sales. And I'm sorry, the second part of your question, oh, packaging. We package and ship everything. So as I see I'm sitting here in our beauty supply now. We have a space in the back. We have all of our inventory here, and we ship out daily.
Thank you, Tanya, for showing us your brand today. My question for you is about if you have a target demographic, and if so, how do you appeal to that specific demographic?
So our target demographic is between the ages of 16 and 40, and our demographic is based on texture. So it is not based on ethnicity, but more so texture of hair, because as you know, in the textured hair market, you can be Jewish, you can be Asian and have curly hair. And so by me being a stylist and 98% of my clients are textured clients, we have really been getting the word out through our clients, and they are referring and telling someone else. So we have had a huge success with that word of mouth marketing and helping us target the clients that we're looking for.
To vote, visit Razorfy.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there's a $5 minimum for your vote to count. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm Camille, the co-founder and CEO of Fellow, for everyone's love of hair and beauty. When we started Fellow in 2016, we were just looking for a better way to discover hair care products. But after studying the beauty industry for years, we learned 2 things. 1, we're not alone. People want reliable information and genuine connection to learn what products work best for them. And 2, independently owned beauty brands, particularly those that are minority owned, are severely marginalized and underserved. I asked 20 indie beauty founders, what's your biggest pain point? And the overwhelming majority of them said finding a cost-efficient way to grow and scale their business. They expressed their frustration with managing influencer programs and how underwhelming these programs perform. Founders are cranking out social media posts that are often overlooked, and many simply can't afford big box retail. So our solution is Fellow, a social marketplace app for hair and beauty. When our users post their content in our social community, we give them rewards to shop our marketplace where those indie brands list their products to sell. We're servicing 2 markets here: US indie brands that annually do $17 billion in sales, and the 25 million young US beauty lovers who spend over 5 hours a week browsing beauty content. So users download Fellow and they earn 500 Curl Coins or $5 to redeem in our marketplace. They earn Curl Coins every time they post, write reviews, and invite their friends to download. When they're ready to treat themselves, they click the Fellow marketplace and they can credit up to $10 of their rewards per transaction. So we sync brands' products to our marketplace, and they pay us $10 a month to keep their listings active, and we earn between 18 to 25% of each transaction made. We're currently recruiting 50 indie brand partners to list in our marketplace and 100 beauty lovers to populate our social community with content in exchange for sponsored products, and we're 80% of the way there. Our 2 main competitors focus on big-time influencers and big corporate brands.
Fellow is distinctly focused on indie beauty, and our secret sauce is empowering both sides of the market with those content-based rewards to create a win-win for everyone. With $250,000 for the next 18 months, we'll execute our go-to-market strategies with the goal of acquiring 25,000 users and partnering with 300 brands. Our team is 100% minority-owned and women-led, and we've got 3 savvy millennial beauty lovers that intimately understand how people like us are evolving their social behavior. The Fellow app is launching this June, and if you're a brand or beauty lover, definitely shoot us an email. We'd love to partner with you. Thanks so much for learning about us, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Camille. I'll get started. This is a very exciting concept. I wanted to know, in terms of your model and acquiring the consumers, I just wanted to find out, one, will it be free to consumers or will it be a price for them to join the community? And then I also wanted to know, you mentioned your revenue model that you all will be looking for 25% margin. Can you just explain the distribution strategy in terms of how the consumer will receive products or how it will be fulfilled after she purchases from your site?
Gotcha. So to answer your first question, Fellow is completely free for any user. They come into our community and all they have to do is really, be socially active and earn those rewards. So they can do that 100% for free. Now, when it comes to our revenue model, yes. So we are offering between 18 to 25% of a commission that Fellow earns, and that's dependent on whether that business is in their first year, they get a discount. And if they participate in our influencer program where they're distributing products to some of our verified influencers. Now it is drop ship. So the shipping information will be kicked out to the sellers and they will fulfill the orders within 48 business hours.
Thank you so much for clarifying.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Camille. Thank you so much. My question is related to your influencer program and getting more information on how that works and serves your community. And so with your influencers, are there any affiliate programs that are offering that is also beneficial to the influencer and also possibly the manufacturer that is selling on your site or listing products on your site?
Gotcha. So the Fellow Influencer Program, you can think of those individuals as our top users that are posting on our platform regularly. So when they hit a certain threshold of earning 500 Curl Coins in a given month, they earn a free product voucher to redeem from any featured product on our featured page. And from the seller end, what that looks like essentially is them being willing to part ways with up to 3 product units of that featured product in a given month to one of those influencers. So those influencers, they have that opportunity to get those rewards from posting their content. And if they're very consistent about it, they get free products every month as well. And that also helps those independent brands get into the hands of individuals so they can have real-time feedback on what their product is. And we do require our influencers to actually post about those products on the platform as well, to make sure the brands that they're getting some exposure for parting ways with those products.
Thank you so much, Camille, for presenting your idea. I think it's super original. I will say that I have 2 questions for you. One is how you plan to help people gain traction to actually download the app. Like, what's your plan to get folks to download and originally enter into the app? And then my second question for you is, once they're there, how do you plan on retaining the customer there outside of just the reward system that they have? Because oftentimes I feel like if they can directly give feedback onto the direct to consumer site, that's much more feasible for the brand to grow their business. So I'm just wondering how you're combating that issue there.
Gotcha. So for your first question, what we are doing is actively recruiting our first cohort to pilot the influencer program. So we're putting out a solicitation, and we have 80 of them already signed up. So we're looking for 20 more. And those individuals, they're essentially being able to choose some free sponsored products in exchange for downloading the app and sharing their experience with those products in the social community. So that's our first level of, go to market. Once we launch and the app is available, we're looking to plug into our sorority network connections and other platforms like CurlFest to really make sure that we're getting out there to the right stakeholders. Now, as far as retention goes, so what we're finding, particularly with those indie brands, they're having a hard time driving traffic to their websites on a consistent basis for purchase-ready customers. So the solution that Fellow presents is an inclusive space where you don't have to necessarily drive traffic off of one social platform to another. You can limit that gap right there. But outside of the reward system, what we're learning is that a lot of people are really interested in that connection. So they're really interested in learning from other people. And it's really the content that keeps most people engaged on any social platform. So we anticipate after having a robust amount of content, those individuals, they will want to stay and browse and then eventually shop to redeem the rewards.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To vote, visit Raisify.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there's a $5 minimum for your vote to count. Your donation keeps a Black or brown woman in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
From rice water to clay mask, hair trends come and go. And each year, thousands of new products are saturating the market. Who should I listen to? What products should I use? Should I just cut off all my hair and start over again? My name is Ariel Lee, and I'm one of the co-founders of Remain, a company cutting through the noise and providing men and women with curly hair, clear care routines, and product recommendations. Let's look at the numbers. The Black hair care industry is a $2.5 billion industry, with Black shoppers grossing $473 million a year on their hair products. Hair is not just hair to our community. So my co-founder and I went on a journey to create a solution that would help you regain your time, retain your hair's health, and reframe the conversation that we're having around textured hair. This is a service that people have been waiting their whole life for, but don't take my word for it. Here are some of the messages that we've received from our community. We just launched on the 30th of May, and in our first week, we had more than 100 men and women become members of our service. So how exactly does this service work? First, you would take an assessment where we would ask you a few questions about your curls and hair goals. And after taking the assessment, you would then be able to make a free account or upgrade your account for less than a cup of coffee a month. The upgrade would give you access to a personalized hair care routine, text reminders and updates, and more than 35 micro-educational guides. After choosing a plan, you'd be welcomed in with a complete hair care profile that would tell you more about your unique curls. And you would find a simple hair care routine with all of the care steps needed to keep your curls healthy. But the fun doesn't stop there. The future of hair care is data-driven. Our algorithm learns as you go on your journey and recommends you products that best match your hair profile. And our routine builder is the first of its kind. Think Google Calendars meets habit tracking. We've gamified the experience so our members earn points and can redeem those points for rewards. Lastly, no one goes on their journey alone. With our Facebook group, personal helpline, and micro-educational newsletter, there are several channels for members to receive support along their journey. We've built this product off of more than 500 user insights, and we've successfully pivoted around roadblocks and even taught ourselves how to develop our platform from scratch. With that and support from mentors and accelerators, we've been able to launch our product and are beginning to scale it. What we're asking for you to do is to lean with us into the future. We've just launched and are looking to hit the ground running. Go to our site and try out our hair quiz and invite a friend to start their journey with us too. If you're a business with hair care products, reach out to us. We love to make an affiliate partnership with you. And if you're really into data science or hair science, we'd love for you to join us on our journey. Thank you. We believe that if you want to go fast, you should go alone. But if you want to go far, you should go together. Join our pride today.
Thank you. That was a great pitch. It sounds very exciting. I wanted to know a little bit more about the process of recommending, I guess, the perfect regimen or the regimen. I know that you said that the consumer will take a quiz, but can you explain to us, how did you go about coming up with the recommendations? Is there a licensed cosmetologist or a chemist or someone with expertise that is involved? Just explain that to me a little bit more.
Yes, of course. So when we first started, what we did was we started with creating a product taxonomy as well as better understanding hair science and formulation science. So speaking to trichologists, dermatologists, and hair care specialists about how they're thinking about when they're speaking to their patients, how are they understanding what is going on with their hair, assessing it, as well as connecting those concerns to the products that they're recommending to them. And with that information, what we did was we created our assessment, which is a graded assessment that basically parses, and we looked at a lot of alopecia studies to understand how people are looking at hair loss, how they're looking at hair growth, to understand how we could best parse out and a quiz, a qualitative way, what a person's hair is like. And so we created that assessment and tested it with our 90 beta testers that we have. And from that, we also created that taxonomy system in which we've classified and labeled and tagged very minutely every single product that goes into our system. So we have a lot of different dimensions that we're looking at products on and connecting that back to the hair profile, the budget that a person has, as well as the values that they have and the hair goals that they have for their hair. And so when a person's interacting with that product as well, their hair profile affects how it's then recommended out to new users, because we're only pushing that product out to the users that product has had the most effectiveness with.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, thank you so much. It seems wonderful. I love a good data-driven opportunity for brands. My question is surrounding the first party data that you're going to be collecting on your platform. What's your envision of using that in the future to empower the brands that are working with you?
Yes, I'm so happy you asked that question. So in the future, what our goal is to make sure that we are putting effectiveness over marketing, but also giving the feedback and all of the insights that we're receiving to those brands so they understand best how to improve the formulations, understanding who the product is most effective for within their target population so they can adjust their marketing need be, and get some feedback on how people are perceiving their brand so that they can pivot and move it forward. In the next few months, we will be releasing on a quarterly basis trend reports for within like the lifestyle category. We call it LCS, lifestyle, culture, and science. So within lifestyle, how women and men within our community are feeling about their hair, within culture, where things are going in the hair care space and what trends are there, and within the science and formulation of products, what types of ingredients, et cetera, are popular among our members. And we will be posting that quarterly so that businesses also can gain insight into the hair care space, and we'll be able to more minutely provide those insights as we grow and scale with specific products for companies.
I love that last tip that you mentioned about giving the brand feedback back to them themselves. I think that's a really unique proposition, because then not only are they engaging with the platform to help their customers, but they're kind of getting that back so they can tailor their brand. I think that's quite unique. And I like that you mentioned that there. My question for you is, how do you plan on, so oftentimes people know what the regimen is and like what specific product they have to use. They don't know how often they should do it. I saw you have the calendar, but how will you kind of drive that like reminder for the consumer and kind of get them to engage with the app regularly?
Yeah, I love this question. So what we have is we have a lot of integrations within our platform. So we are right now a web-based app, but we very purposely made sure that our application works very well on your phone. So what we do is when you are subscribed and you're subscribed to our premium features, you're able to receive notifications for your regimen, and you're able to also specify what time of day do you want to receive those notifications. And on any day that you have a step, we'll send you a text notification with a link that'll go straight to your profile so that you can log in and check off all of any of the steps that you might have to do on the day. And say like you're newer to your journey and maybe you don't know how to do something on the screen. Like I have an example of one of the guides that we have. We created more than 35 micro-educational guides to help guide you along your journey. And so you're able to very easily look at the guides, and attached to the guides, we also have products. So basically, if you have a product on your shelf or a product that we've recommended you, say you're shampooing, we'll show you all of the shampoos that you could be possibly using for that specific step. So it's very tailored to you along the way. And we've also made it so that if you haven't been in for like, say, a week, we remind you, we're like, hey, we'd like to just check in with you and see how you're doing on your journey. So we're checking in with users at every single point of their journey and making it really easy for them to come back to us and engage with us, even reminding them bi-monthly to check in with us on how their journey's been going so that we can get feedback and make sure that we're improving our platform towards them. And lastly, we have our group chat, in which we have it only for members of our platform. So if they ever have a question, they're able to text us and ask someone on our team, and someone will get back to them with a well-researched, well-thought-out answer to help them along that journey.
That's great. Thank you.
To vote, visit Razorify.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there's a $5 minimum for your vote to count. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
Hi, thank you for allowing me to tell you about my company. I'm Keisha Volts, and this is my daughter, Carter. So who remembers those joyous wash day moments as a child? Nobody, right? Shampoo and my daughter now, having her, I am reliving that nightmare all over again. She's constantly complaining about the shampoo getting in her eyes, and leaning over the bathtub was putting a strain on my back. So one day I decided no more tears, and I created the shampoo mat. Our shampoo mat is patent approved. It fits on any kitchen or bathroom sink. It's waterproof, and it has an entertainment bar where you can attach a smart device. Parents can shampoo their child's hair in peace, and the kids are totally zoned out once their show is on. Our shampoo mat comes in 5 different colors and 2 sizes. Our mini is $79.99 and our deluxe is $129.99. The deluxe can also be used as a booster seat for those longer extended styling periods. So how did I know our shampoo mat was needed? Just look at all these pictures that I ran across on my daughter's Instagram page. And one of our very first posts went viral on all social media platforms. We got over 3 million views on Facebook alone. Our customers are raving about how Shampoo Time has reinvented their wash days. And I originally created this for my daughter, but soon realized this can be used for children of all races, especially those who are autistic, sensory issues. I plan to increase Shampoo Time's brand awareness by attending festivals, partnering with Black-owned hair care companies, and the power of social media influence. I've been fortunate enough to have the amazing support of some from different celebrities. So Shampoo Time is unique in the fact that it does offer the entertainment bar, but it also offers neck and back support for children. I started Shampoo Time during the pandemic, and we've already done some amazing things. We've had over 230,000 in revenue, and we're projected to hit 1 million this year. We've also been featured in pretty big news outlets. With $250,000, I plan to scale our manufacturing capacity to match our rapid growth, lower our manufacturing costs, and marketing, get some inventory, and research and development to create new products. Because Shampoo Time will be more than just shampoo mats. Shampoo Time will be an experience. Last but not least, Black women are dying at an alarming rate, and Shampoo Time wants to do our part. So we pledge to donate a percentage of every sale to organizations who support Black maternal health, as well as volunteer to support women and children and educate parents on how to properly care for their child's hair. Thank you for your time. I'll answer any questions you may have.
Thank you, Kia. That is very, very exciting and definitely much needed. I love the pictures of the happy, girls just getting their hair, shampoo, because that can be so traumatic for young kids. I have two questions for you. The first question, I saw you listed 2 competitors, and I see that you guys have a few points that definitely make you unique versus those competitors. Are you able to protect, this concept in any way? Have you been able to protect it in any way?
Yes, so we have a patent approved. We just got approved actually a couple weeks ago. So no one will be able to attach a smart device to a bar for use in shampooing hair. And that's really what makes our product special.
Congratulations. That's huge.
Thank you.
And then the next question I have is, in terms of pricing, do you get any pushback on the price? I think you had $7.99 and $129. So I was just wondering, have you received any pushback? Do people think it's affordable? And then what would it take? Have you calculated what it would take in terms of volume to maybe bring the price down for each by like $20?
Okay, so originally our prices were higher and we still had sales, but I did realize that bringing the price down, I would be able to reach, a broader audience. And we've seen increased sales with the lower pricing. I think this price is affordable for the target market that I am targeting. And as far as how much I would have to spend in order to bring the cost down, that's something I'm still working on, because currently I was hand making these mats myself. And I'm trying to just revamp that process. I do have a factory now helping me sew the mats together. And then the entertainment bar, I've reached out to a company overseas to help produce that. So I'm hoping streamlining that process will help our supply chain and be able to lower the price maybe a little bit more. But I think our value and what we bring to actually create a peaceful wash day, I think the prices are reasonable.
Thank you.
Hi, Kia. Yes,
Hi.
I definitely can relate to traumatic hair experiences as a child. So I think it's a wonderful idea. My question is specifically on what you touched on, manufacturing and sourcing. Currently, where are you currently sourcing from? And while you're looking overseas, are you aware of the minimum order quantity that you may need to do to actually make those advancements in a lower sourcing price?
Okay, so currently the covers for our mats come from a company in Illinois, and then the foam comes from a company here in Dallas. And then I have a sewing manufacturer who's sewing it together for me. And then I'm actually putting the foam inside of the mats. As far as the bar, we've actually recently changed the bar to be adjustable. I just got that product in this past week. And I had to purchase 3,000 units to get the price point that I got them at. But I'm not sure exactly how much I would have to purchase to lower that cost.
Well, it's great that your business is moving. So I definitely see it's something that you can reach. So I definitely think that you're headed on the right track.
Thank you.
Thanks for presenting, Kia. This is great. I think it provides a unique use case for a lot of moms out there. So great for you for creating something like this and for getting it patent approved. My question for you is for two things. For the cash-strapped mom, how have you kind of thought about, appealing to her? And then two, for families that don't have a lot of space, like the mat seems contingent upon you having a lot of counter space. For the folks that's not feasible for, how can they still utilize the mat and get that functionality out of it?
Okay, so to answer your first question, for the cash-strapped mom, I think that I will have, so for Black Friday last year, I did drop the price, and I ended up selling more mats in 3 days than I sold in our first 5 months of operating. So I think for those moments, I'll have like an annual sale on our birthday and then a Black Friday sale. So moms can wait until those opportunities to purchase, or I can possibly explore signing up to our website for exclusive deals. And then, I'm sorry, what was your second question?
Yeah, it was around, it seems like the functionality of the mat is contingent on you having counter space. How have you addressed kind of that need should a mom not have that available, or a parent in general?
Yes. So we're actually in the process of creating a travel size mat, which will be even smaller than the mini mat. And so if they're already shampooing their child's hair on the kitchen sink and they just don't have enough space for the mini mat, then the travel size mat should be perfect for them.
To vote, visit Raisify.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there's a $5 minimum for your vote to count. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
Years ago, I woke up and said enough. Enough to chemicals and weekly roller sets at the hair salon. Wearing my hair just the way it grows out of my head has truly been a lesson in patience and a journey in self-love. What makes Uli so great is it actually works and saves money. It's not advancing. Can I start over? It's not advancing.
You can. Can you try advancing your slides now? Make sure that goes.
Okay. All right, it's ready now. Can I start over?
You can. Are you rocking something? Just see if we can minimize, because it's putting a lot of feedback. So can you advance one more time for me?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So just take a deep breath and then count down from 3 and then go ahead.
20 years ago, I woke up and said enough. Enough to chemicals and weekly roller sets at the hair salon. Wearing my hair just the way it grows out of my head has truly been a lesson in patience and a journey in self-love. What makes Uli so great is that it actually works and saves money. As of 2017, 79% of African Americans were wearing their hair in a natural hairstyle. Of that number, 55% were wasting money on product that didn't work. That translates into approximately $29.3 million down the drain. For people with locks, those numbers are much higher. There's approximately 78% waste, which translates into a whopping $42.5 million in wasted money. As a lock wearer, I had to figure out how to remedy this problem. More and more people are wearing their textured hair in natural styles. What's even more exciting is 1 in 4 want or have locks. That's amazing for Uli. Uli is a solution, a plant-based unisex hair care line for textured hair that is worn in locks that launched in September 2019. Uli is innovative because it's formulated for locks, chemical-free, doesn't cause dryness or buildup, it has exceptional quality, and it's made right in the USA. Our customers have a lot of positive reviews for Uli. Currently, we sell direct-to-consumer at ulibeauty.com, and Uli has 6 products: a natural shampoo, a clarifying shampoo, a lock gel, a hair oil, a hair fragrance, and a leave-in conditioner. For wholesale, we currently sell at Macy's.com, Walmart.com, and in a few beauty supplies. We are currently in talks to bring Uli exclusively to Canada to a big box pharmacy, as well as the Army Air Force Exchange and some US-based big box retailers by the end of the year. All of our competitors have products for locks, but they miss a few things that Uli tackles, like whether or not the products have alcohol, or are they good for lock-resistant hair? Do they cause buildup or contain additives or sulfates? Despite COVID, our traction was excellent. We had 15 press mentions, won an Oprah Beauty Award, and have been accepted into the workshop at Macy's 2021 cohort. A little about me: I came to the beauty industry by accident. I come from the entertainment and tech world, although I do have a background in consumer products. I've compiled a team that fills in the holes where I need extra support. My team has a combined 30 years of experience that has really made Uli a success. We're excited about our online conversion milestones, and as well as our wholesale accounts and our Oprah Beauty Award that we got in October. To make Uli the one-stop shop for locks, we need to keep new products in constant supply, as well as plan for a potential supply chain break due to another unforeseen COVID lockdown. We are seeking an investment of $3.5 million for product development, connecting with other investors, increasing marketing, helping with wholesale, supply chain management, and logistical support. Thank you for your time today, and I'll answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you so much, and congratulations. I love to hear that you are growing a business focused on locks. I think that that is a great trend right now. And I think that even with the pandemic, I feel that I'm seeing more and more women locking their hair. So my questions: I know you showed a chart that showed some of your points of differences versus your competitors. And I heard you mention specifically that you were formulating with, of course, without sulfates. I think you also mentioned without alcohol. But can you just share a little bit more about your formulations and what steps you took, I guess, to really make sure that your products don't leave any buildup, and that they actually are superior, I guess, in formulation to the competitors?
Well, I've tried all my competitors, as well as my indirect competitors, which would be anybody in the natural hair care space who could develop a product. I've had locks for 20 years, and I used to DIY it myself, make stuff from a stalk of aloe from the bodega, but those products don't last. So I worked with 3 labs, and I said, I would use the other products and I would say, look at the roots of my locks, or look at what's remaining in my locks. And I would show them. And we just kept going back and forth until we got the right mix. So we don't have, even though I offer a clarifying shampoo, that's really for people that may be using other things and they have a lot of product to get out. But my lock gel, and I know it's diplomatic with the lock gel, whether or not you want to use that or not, but it really doesn't leave any buildup. It's one of my biggest sellers, and people are really excited that they have a product that can really hold a lock. My hair is lock resistant. It took over 1.5 years to lock initially. So it was just working with labs to figure out what was best. And I used myself as the test case.
Thank you.
So thank you, Jessica. I think it was wonderful, wonderful presentation. I wanted to just kind of discuss unit sales and what you done to date. So specifically, I know that the business is growing. You definitely have received a lot of rewards. You mentioned that you're currently doing D2C, and then also you have other points of distribution. In general, based on the unit sales that you currently are doing with the investment that will be given, how much do you think your business can increase, let's say, in the next 3 years?
Well, I consider myself to be a entrepreneur, so I would be looking to exit the company in 5 to 7 years. So I really feel like it could grow exponentially because women aren't my only customer. 40% of my customers are men who buy directly from me, which was an interesting fact. A lot of interest from businesses and hair care salons overseas, where people with African textured hair wearing locks are everywhere, apparently. And so I really expect this company to really expand exponentially. Um, I would like to do in the millions next year. But there are some things that I need to get together, and COVID really made it so that I know exactly the pain points I have and what I need. And definitely, moving into a fulfillment center this week, I know is going to help as far as shipping and logistics. So, having the product, having an excellent way to get the product to people and expanding our footprint globally, I think will make this company really successful.
Thank you, Jessica. As you mentioned, I'm familiar with your product because you sell on Walmart.com. I remember when you kind of showed your product originally. I think it's filling a lot of white space in the market, so I give a lot of kudos for you there. I don't think there are a lot of brands catering to locks, so definitely see the value. I will say though, I'm curious about your price point and how you selected that. Even on the screen here, you have quite a large variance in comparison to your competitors. Do you think that's a barrier for folks to kind of trade up to your brand? And if so, how have you been, addressing that?
Well, initially I thought, will my customer, and looking at my customer personas, I created about 6 of them, and really tried to find those customers and speak with them. What I noticed is my customer who has locks has been doing the same thing I have been doing. They have tubs and tubs of product that's unused, or they just have used it once. So my customer is really concerned about efficacy, and they will pay for it. So I thought maybe let's start with like a trial size kit, like the small trial size versions of each product to get people interested. But my customers bought every product, all 6 of them, right out of the gate. So that was letting me know that my price point was okay and people were willing to pay for quality and for a product they knew that they could use until the tub was empty and it wasn't wasteful. So I think my price point is fair because that really isn't an issue that I was having as far as customers were concerned, because like I said, they're really interested in a product that works.
Got it. And then another question I have for you is how you educate your consumer on the difference between Jamaican mango and lime, for example, and your product. Like, how are you teaching them kind of the best use case for your product versus theirs?
Well, we have in our influencer marketing, our email marketing, our SMS marketing, and also on Pinterest, we have just been educating our customers that overall, Afro textured hair is drier than most other hair textures. So using products that have alcohol in them will just make it even more dry. I do feel that my customer knows these things, especially most of my customers have locks. I mean, there is sort of like an aspirational group that wants locks, but most of them know that they definitely don't want to dry out their hair, and they know that they don't want to see the white buildup at the root. So we still put the information out there as far as what you should use and what you shouldn't use, but it's such a trial and error with everyone. Like I mentioned, I have lock resistant hair. It just does not want to stay. So I know that things that would work for me might not work for someone who has a more coarse hair texture where their hair locks immediately. So we do give a little bit of education, but I feel like my customers are really, really smart, and they know what they're looking for because they haven't had it really in the market for a very long time.
To vote, visit Raisify.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there's a $5 minimum for your vote to count. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
Popped in the head with a comb, burned on the ear with a hot comb. That was my wash day experience. And looking at you, it looks like it was yours too. Hi, I'm Rosalind, the co-founder of Confidence, along with my 14-year-old daughter, Gabby, and we are on a mission to remove stress from hairstyling so moms, dads, and girls can cherish this precious time together. I used to spend a lot of time fixing my daughter's hair, drop her off at school, and pick her up to find that half of her bows were gone and her hair and confidence was a hot mess. Can I get a witness? We solved the problem by creating and inventing the first and patented double-face, double-snap hair barrette. Gabby bows crush the competition because they have two faces, and each face has teeth and craters to trap and gather the hair. You simply wrap hair around the center strip, snap one end closed, snap the other end closed, and no more lost bows, whether your girl is swimming, playing taekwondo, doing basketball, or dancing. And yes, you heard right. We are two Black girls with 3 patents. But we didn't stop there. Our 67,000 customers and fans were still putting off wash day because it was tedious drama, detangling, tender-headedness, having to restyle hair every other day. So we launched our full line of plant-based girls' natural hair products, and our moms are raving. Ray particularly said, I don't have to style hair nearly as often. You have cut detangling and her tears in half. Our products have earned us over 200 press mentions in Forbes, BuzzFeed, as well as in Essence. And our team has helped families in all 50 states and 13 countries save time, money, and frustration, not only with our products, but with our weekly hair education. We're able to reduce barrette and hair product bills by 75%. Gabby hit 6 figures by the 6th grade, but she was determined not to succeed alone. So we launched the Mommy and Me Entrepreneurship Academy because she wanted girls who looked like her to be CEOs just like her. It's a virtual subsidized coaching academy that we've helped 50 girls in 16 states start their own businesses, like Precious Alana referenced here in this quote. We've hit certainly many milestones. Gabby raised $28,000 on Kickstarter. We launched in Target, but we need your help to build capacity. We're in talks with 3 other major retailers, and we want to manufacture and market our products and then upfit our Confidence Girls Salon. 100 of you today just donating $5 a piece will scholarship a girl boss to our upcoming academy training and retreat. Will you join us?
Thank you so much. That was an incredible presentation, and congratulations on all of the success and the distribution that you guys have gained so far. It just seems like you guys are, focused in and locked in and expanding the brand. I love the barrette. The demonstration was great. I did not quite understand the double closure, but as soon as I saw that demo, I was like, that barrette is not going anywhere at all. So I really love that. I know you said that you guys are in talks with, 2 additional retailers. I guess, what do you see right now as some of your biggest challenges in terms of growing or securing additional distribution or even, growing the brand?
Our biggest challenge really has been capital. Our natural hair products really took off during the pandemic. As you saw in the numbers, we were able to more than double our gross revenue. We ran out of products 4 times though. Had we not run out of products, we would have been able to grow even more. So just having the capital to invest in manufacturing up front, and that is why that's such a big part of our ask. If we do partner with these other retail partners, we'll need to have more products produced at a time, and of course reduce our cost per product as we're producing more at a time. But capital has certainly been our biggest challenge.
And one follow-up question, what is your gross margin, your average gross margin for the product line, and then for the barrettes? How profitable are you right now?
So the gross margin for our barrettes is at 80%. The margin for our hair products is at 70%.
Okay, those are both healthy.
Thank you.
Well, great presentation. Definitely love to see the work that's being done, not only in accessories, which is a big part of growing up, but also in hair care. My question is really around your target audience and how you continue to invest and advance the brand. So would you say, what is your target audience? Are you looking to expand, particularly in texture as well, in the following years?
Yes, so it is all textured textured hair. We are targeting moms who are birth, adoptive, and foster of girls of textured hair, particularly teenage or younger. That is our niche. Of course, we've got boys who use the products, moms who use the products, but we are going really hard in making sure that we serve them. We are a family, and we our clients and our customers the confidence family as well. So we have a very thriving, growing community where we have a natural hair specialist that weekly goes in to do Q&As and education every quarter. We have a challenge, 5 days that we take, days that Gabby does affirmations with the girls in the morning, and our stylist goes in with us to do education and styling demos. We take an entire day just to talk about detangling, what to do, what not to do. So that's fostered community and family, and a type of loyalty with our family that they really are able to cherish the precious time that they have with their girls and feel more confident in styling. The girls, of course, feel more confident in their natural beauty and their natural hair.
This was an absolutely good, Rosalind. I think I love the fact that you're giving back. Your daughter specifically has been giving back, and that you've impacted 16 girls. I think that's incredibly impactful, and that alone will help attract people to the brand. So kudos to you there. My question for you is particularly in terms of wet goods. I, in my experience, have seen that a lot of mothers are now trying to use products for their own hair on their kids. They're not buying kid-specific lines. So how do you plan to address kind of building out your wet goods portion of the business with that being considered?
I think what we're seeing with our customers and our family is that the mom and daughter are using the product. So part of the investment that I'm requesting today is a bit of a rebrand in some of the marketing to show some of those moms and daughters not only cherishing precious time together, learning how to love and care for their hair, but showing those and demonstrating those who both use the products together. And as the brand evolves and Gabby evolves, she grows up from being the 7-year-old founder now to a teenager. That'll just help us with that rebrand. So right now, like I said, we're focused because we have been serving moms of girls with our hair barrettes. The brand is growing with Gabby and growing as we extend it out to moms and girls.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To vote, visit Razorfy.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there is a $5 minimum for your vote to count. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Isfahan Chambers Harris, and I am the creator of Alodia. So Alodia's story pretty much begins back with my personal experiences. Like millions of women around the world, I struggled with damaged breaking hair and even a more damaged scalp from years of using chemical straighteners. So I decided to use my medical and science expertise as a PhD level scientist to create a full line of high quality products made with natural ingredients. Took me about 3 years to create the full line, and in March of 2017 is when we officially launched. During those 3 years of R&D, I talked with hundreds of women about the problems that they were having with their hair and scalp. And the trend that emerged was that 9 out of 10 of those women were plagued with chronic scalp conditions. And the only options for them was to visit a dermatologist, most of who are inadequately trained to address the concerns of textured hair. They spend hundreds of dollars in out-of-pocket fees, only to be prescribed medications that are harsh and toxic. On the flip side, they can walk into a big box retailer, pick up a bottle of anti-dandruff shampoo, but these shampoos are not formulated for textured hair types and often cause dryness and irritation to the scalp. So my customer base is desperate for an economical solution that's also natural and organic. And the trend that I saw is not isolated. Studies have shown 85 to 95% of textured hair types experience flaking, irritation, and stunted growth. So I realized that there was this huge gap in the marketplace to create products that not only help with hair care styling, but also help with scalp health. And this is exactly what Alodia brings to the market. Formulated by myself, a PhD level scientist and trichologist, as well as my co-founder and MD physician, we utilize our expertise to create products made with natural ingredients to relieve chronic scalp conditions. We will be the only certified textured hair care brand that's actually clinically proven to help with these chronic scalp conditions. And we're also the only ones in the market that are offering virtual scalp consultations as well as education to empower and inform our consumer base. So because we have tackled this huge gap in the market head on, within 4 short years, we have garnered thousands of happy customers. And in 2020, our revenues were about $560,000. We have about 22,000 customers, and we're projecting revenues of 1.2 million this year. So we have a wide array of digital marketing strategies that we employ to reach our various customers, and we have multiple touch points in which to establish community. And we've been able to garner a lot of traction through Essence features in Essence Magazine, Elle, blackdoctor.org, just to name a few. And last year, we were chosen out of 10,000 applicants for the Glossier Grant Initiative. We were one of 16 companies. We also have been featured in a Visa campaign commercial. And a couple of months ago, we were named the grand prize winner of Aveeno's Skin Scalp Health Accelerator. So I hope that you can feel my enthusiasm because the future is so very bright for Alodia. We're launching on Amazon this month. Our clinical testing and patent filing will be done by summer, and we're launching in a big box retailer early next year. So we're seeking a $200,000 investment for our clinical study and patent filings, as well as additional R&D and marketing. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'll take any questions.
Congratulations on all of your success so far. It looks great.
Thank you.
I wanted to know a little bit more about, I guess, the clinical trial. You know, what are you guys going to be running? And then also, just if you can expound on the patent. It sounds like there's something proprietary that you guys are utilizing. So I'd love to know a little bit more about that technology.
Yes. So what we have realized is that within the textured hair care demographic, there's something called a microbiota imbalance. And I'm not going to go too far into the science of it, but it's basically an imbalance of microbes in the scalp. And this is what's aiding to the being plagued with chronic scalp conditions and just the wide swath of the demographic having these types of dermatitis, alopecias, things of that nature. So our products will speak to that. It will help to balance out that microbiota and also just help to relieve those chronic scalp conditions. Just on the surface, that's what the science of our products will do. We've released about 3 of those products currently in our line, and we've gotten an overwhelmingly positive response. So we understand that this, as scientists, we understand that this is anecdotal, but it tells us that we're in the right direction. What we want to do now is actually show scientifically within an actual clinical study, looking at men and women, a number of them, about 30 men, 30 women, and we're looking at various variables to test to see if our this scalp system that we are designing actually will relieve these chronic scalp conditions. From that study, it'll be an 8-week study. We'll then publish the results, and then we will be patenting that actual system. So that's basically what the clinical study will be about, without giving away too much information.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
So congratulations. A lot of wonderful work has been done around in the brand. Scalp, as you know, is one of the leading issues and one of the growing issues as the industry advances. And we see a lot of great work being done. So kudos to you for that. My question is surrounding, I know a lot of your marketing and a lot of your products are definitely rooted in education, making sure that the consumer understands why and prescribing her really the products in her line. And I know your push is also big box retailers. So my question is, moving from a D2C into a on-shelf product distribution strategy, how do you plan on continuing to diffuse that education and ensure that your consumer has a good understanding of why your products work for her?
Yeah, that's a great question. So what we did last year, which was really interesting, I usually, as a trichologist, I'll do in-person hair and scalp consultations. But of course, when COVID hit and social distancing, we kind of moved that online. And I was blown away by the fact that I'll release just my scheduling and we'll be booked within 24 hours. So it just showed the need for these kind of virtual hair and scalp consults. So we're actually expanding that out to include even more trichologists that will be part of our network that we have. And we'll be actually having these virtual scalp consults when people can just kind of schedule an appointment and learn more about their hair and scalp and the reason why scalp health is so important to your hair health, as well as which products work for them. And this has been an amazing way for us to kind of educate and empower our customer base so that when they're going into the store, they're turning around that ingredient panel and understanding the ingredients that are in them and understanding how each and every product works for them. So this is just one way that we're helping to educate our customers. And we also have been in talks to kind of take a portion of that that idea of that kind of virtual scalp consult and maybe even try it out in a retailer experience. So yeah, that's a new and innovative approach that we are taking, and it has been very successful for us.
I would just like to share a lot of kudos. I think this is 100% necessary, and you are ahead of the market. I think
thank you.
Folks are thinking about things like this right now, but you are definitely ahead of the time. So I commend you on that. My question for you is, have you thought about like dispenser types to, in terms of application to the scalp, especially if it's medicated, you know, can you put it all over your hair, or is it just supposed to be direct to the scalp itself?
I love that question. I really do. And it's funny because I just did a kind of video article for Cosmetics Design talking about that and how important the nozzle is for application. So we have a subset of our products are geared towards like scalp conditions. We have also other products that are more so moisturizing and styling of the hair because it all works together. So the ones that are scalp related, like for alopecias and dermatitis, they have like a nozzle tip so that you're applying it to the scalp, concentrating it on the scalp. However, because our products are made with natural and organic ingredients, if it gets on your hair strands, it's also working to moisturize and strengthen those hair strands. But we do have different applicator tips for the different types of products that we have in our line.
Thank you. And then I have a quick follow-up question. So in terms of how are you educating your consumer on how often they should use it? Is this a product that you should use like every time you have a wash day routine, or is it something that only as I identify the issue and I cure it, I no longer need to use it after that point?
I'm glad you brought that up. So we have, we kind of bundle our products. If you see on our website, we bundle them, and the bundles come with a step-by-step guide, like an actual physical guide that people can look at, and it'll tell them exactly how to use the products. And this is another way that we're educating our consumer base. Once they order that product, they get this step-by-step guide, and those have worked for us in educating and empowering our consumer base.
Thank you.
To vote, visit Razorify.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there's a $5 minimum for your vote to count. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
I would say the first thing is to think about packaging. So a lot of brands start DTC originally, which means direct to consumer on their direct sites. And they have to think about the legibility of the product on that site. So, make sure you don't have too much text. Make sure it isn't too word heavy. The reason for that is you want to capture the customer's attention relatively quickly, and too many words will boggle them down and maybe help them deselect. So that's one thing. The second thing is to really focus on your social network. Marketing is extremely important to building a brand and traffic. So think about SEO. If you're thinking about online and in-store, think about how do you drive them to in-store so that they have not only to drive them in, but to have repeat purchases. So whether that be couponing, cheaper, think about your retail, your price points, think about packaging, anything like that. Extra materials you can read on to educate yourself about your brand and anything like that. So those are my 2 main tips.
I would say my main tip is really making sure upfront when you do your concepting that you have a good understanding of consumer insights, specifically identifying consumer needs in the idea that you have. It's always wonderful to have an idea for you to believe in it, but it's always better to ensure that that need actually is in the market. And that way you can make sure that your product is really filling a white gap or filling a need that consumer already has. So I really would say, make sure you take the time to do that upfront insights work, the upfront concepting work to ensure that your product is really fulfilling a need in the market. If you can do that while you're learning your marketing, while you're learning all the small other things that come along with building a business, your product will continue to sell because there's a consumer that specifically needs it.
And kind of to just piggyback off of what Kendria said, I would take it a step further. I think while you are in that development stage, just as Kendria said, learn as much as you can. And I would say go to market. Don't wait to go to market when you have, everything ready. But if you can start selling, or if you are like some of the people who are having the app-based apps, what I would love to see and encourage you all to do is to open your app, with a small group of people to start to have some feedback. You're going to gain so much knowledge and information, and you'll be able to make tweaks before you have your big launch. So I'm a big fan of soft launches. I think that focus group information is great, and talking to the consumer and understanding her challenges are very, very good. But there is nothing like that, good old experience of selling and actually hitting those challenges and those barriers, face to face, whether it be online or in person. So go to market so that when you are pitching and looking for investors, you actually have some traction, or you can speak to, a few customers, a few 50 or 100 customers who have actually used your app or your product. I think that'll make your pitch, even stronger.
What's up, y'all? I'm Shelly Bell, the founder CEO of Black Girl Ventures. Thank you for watching another BGV pitch competition. You know what to do next. Go to Razorify.co to vote with your dollars for the pitch that you favor. That's right. That's RAISIFY.co to vote for the pitch that you favor. Your vote will keep a Black or brown woman in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures. To vote, visit Razorify.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there's a $5 minimum for your vote to count. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.